more than that actually. But sabihin ni Duterte sa so I'm ready to respond to whatever
Philippine Star, sir, just celebrated its 30th anniversary recently, and we're still there. So we requested through Edit Regalado if we could visit you and say, okay, maraming salamat for giving us this opportunity.
Let me just respond to that actually. Kaming mga, I don't know if that's something to do with pretensions but I'm sure it's not. Kami yung mga Bisaya, tawag sa amin is mahilas, yung mahilasan kami, yung find it really, you are not up to it, yung gano'n na, I go around, because if I have to accept engagements, commitment outside of Malacañan, I have to travel. And you must know that long before I passed a certain place, 30-40 minutes yan, especially if the Presidential Coast Guards also cannot miscalculate nila yung pagbaba mo, may paro pang picture taking, at tapos at that time they begin to block the traffic in every corner. And you can be very sure that as time goes on, before waiting for me to pass by, yung traffic na sa point na exponentially, and when you finally pass, so they begin to scramble again and find their place in the sun. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to correct that aberration. So ayaw ko lang, kasi nahiya ako sa mga tao. For after all, natamaan nga si Pope, which was really unintended. Na nagyayaw-yaw ako noon. It would work hardships on the people every time that you do that. May mga tao nakasakay, nakadiabetes, natataina, or those just not in their system that day, may sakit. Ito yung ayaw ko eh. Sa Davao, I hate traffic. I always go, pag sa Davao, bumaba ako at saka sinisisid ko kung who's creating the congestion. So yan ho ang So I'd like to be, noon wala man makialam sa akin kay, nobody would mind me at that time, and I went to I was just a candidate. But this time, you eat most of the space, and it is always at the expense of your fellow men. Kaya sabi ko na hindi na lang ako. Better still, if you can schedule your program at 12 o'clock in the evening, noon, gabi, I'd be willing to.
Next time po. Just to value.
Okay, totoo talaga. And besides, my day begins at 1 o'clock. Ngayon nag-usap ako ng ambasador yung sa Netherlands kasi meron tayong yung isang victim nila doon sa Abu Sayyaf yung bird watching. Napakaugok naman yung animal yan. Karaming bird watching, karaming ibon sa napunta pa ng problema pa tayo. Bird watching talagang Abu Sayyaf ang teleskopyo mo doon sa but I assure you that we will meron lang akong hinihintay na developments. Then I might, well, of course, at the start, for a starter, we would want to see the talk starting in Mindanao. Abu Sayyaf, excluded MNL, MI. Pag na-plancha ko ito, it is possibility that peace is just within our grasp. Pati itong mga komunista. Sabi ko, may maraming dinadaldal ito si Season, pati si I used to banter with gusto ko yung away-away na supladuhan, but this time, I am not the mayor, I'm already a president, so I have to just shut up and let the others talk. I would not engage them in a name calling. That's beyond me already. Presidente na ako. Kailangan holy na ako mo.
So,
I should be holy. Nahuli na ako, ma'am.
sir, yung ambassador, did he in any way raise
She's a lady.
Yes, yes, sir. Did the ambassador say in any way na si Jomam coming here is having some trouble with life, that's to his life once come here?
There's a question about going there. He cannot get out because he was granted an asylum. So if he goes out and goes back again to Netherlands, parang that would be a very technical issue. He might be denied entry already. One of the conditions is that you would not go back and forth to the country that is fighting. Usually when you are granted an amnesty, the right to sanctuary, hindi ka talaga pinapalabas na. So that hanggang dyan ka lang, you're not supposed to go anywhere, especially to the country that you are fighting, because that is part of the international rules. Call it the right of sanctuary, an exile. Hindi na siya pwede. Ako naman, I'm not inclined to just really destroy everything. If he comes and he wants to talk, fine with me. He can leave. Pag nandito siya, he must order his forces to stand down. At least during the negotiation stage. Ang akin kasi, ma'am, wala nang, ayaw ko lang sila patulan. But this is the way I'm not trying to pull my own chair. But I'm here. I got 16 million, and 6 of that is really my margin over my next opponent. Itong mga left na ito, sila makapanalo ng kandidato nila, they always lose. In Davao City, 1 or 2 or 3 would win sa bayan because I'm there, I carry them in my ticket. So if they cannot elect from their own a national office, and even in the barangays, nobody would win that is identified with the communists. What's the... Pag magsalita kasi sila, parang they carry a clout somewhere when there is none.
Ano po sabi ng ambassador sa inyo?
Well, she wishes us luck, and they would try to do everything to facilitate.
His return.
Kasi parang, they're just offering their good offices also, just like also Oslo. Yan lang naman, that's about thing. But it's just a question of whether he can get out of Netherlands or not and still go back there. It's something which is very technical. I think part of the agreement or part of the deal, yung makatira siya doon but is not allowed to go back. If he can make an arrangement with the Oslo, I think Duterte is working on it. And I have no objection. Kasi nga naman kung hindi makabalik, maybe he has adopted Netherlands as his country. Andoon siya is living there, not maybe comfortably. Mga tao niya dito na mamamatay. Gusto ko, dito na bumalik siya dito at yes, for the fact that some of them cried. Sabi na, 2 of them says, Mayor, mag-resign kami pag... So ganito kasi ang misgivings ko dyan. For itong mga generals, sure talaga ako. But itong mga mayors, validate ako. Some happen to be here because they must have heard of my plan. And 2 of them cried and said they have to resign. Dito kami nag-get. Tapos sabi nila, siguro, news runs very fast. Sabi ko, sige, I will revalidate again. Kasi ang nakalagay, protector lang. So what kind of protector? Kasi may iba sabihin mo, there's two kinds eh. Huwag mong galawin yan. Bata ko yan. O huwag mong galawin kasi cleared sa akin yan. Iba yan. Kagaya ni, for example, Luot, si General. Si Luot, pati si Garbo, na-assign yan sila si Luot. They were both assigned there. Pag may operation ang police, sabihin niya na atras kayo dyan, kaya nandyan ang PDEA. General, RD ka, maniniwala talaga yung trupa. When as a matter of fact, there was none at all. Yung mga ganun na diskarte, you really, yung proactive na protector. Pero huwag sabihin mo lang na, wag yan kasi bata ni Duterte yan. Parang, so sabi ko, give me one more, two more. I sent somebody there. Ang mga taga-Davao na police, called them to go there, check again. Itong si King, sabi nila, nalato them from Cebu. Parang siya yun na hindi. No, I really do not think, kasi itong binigay sa akin ng pinaano ko, except naman came out, there are so many King. Nung duda ako, sabi niya hindi daw talaga siya. Well, anyway, sinabi ko, have yourself investigated. But if the FBI says that you are the one, sinabi ko talaga para kill you. Okay? Now, ito dito sa mga marami ito sa local governments. But the thing that really got my goat, itong si Albuera Mayor Espinosa. Kaya sabi ako noon, mayor pa ako, bakit itong Bohol nagbabaha? It's a tourist destination internally. Bakit sa Cebu at Bohol maraming droga? And Bohol, because, Bohol people are passive. Yung mga ordan taga Bohol, ayaw talaga ng gulo yan. The most passive tribe in the entire Philippines, ang Bohol. Ayaw talaga ng gulo yan. At saka every family sa Bohol, may pare o madre. Ganun yan. You try to talk to them. Obligado yan sila until now na may pare o madre ang isang pamilya. Kasi karamihan nga dito sa Bohol, to mention it in passing, karamihan sa mga sundalo natin is Ilonggo pati Ilocano. Kaya magtanong ka dyan, punta ako doon sa ospital. Ilocano, Ilonggo, Ilocano. Wala na ako nakita na cute, Chabacano. Gano, itong Bohol, kaya pala, Bicol, ang Bohol katabi ng dito. Southern Leyte. The side that faces Cebu and Bohol. Pero matagal na sinasabi sa akin na, sir, punta ako minsan kasi doon ako pinanganak, doon the last election. Wala mo kasabi. But yung mga police mismo ang nagsasabi na. So nung sabi na siya, pati police mismo, sabi na. Tapos yun, may parang isang transaction kasi ba't yung anak niya. Sabi ko, positive ba kayo? Tinawagan ko yung positive. Yes, sir. Pero dapat mangyari ng exchange of shabu. Kaya, magalit ako. Ang order ko talaga was shoot on sight. Alam mo kasi, many of you might be wondering, itong operator yan siya ng shabu. O user yan siya. Bakit hindi nyo hinuli? Pinukulong ninyo. Ang problema kasi, ma'am, ang batas. Baski magsabi ka, I had one shipload of shabu but I sold it to somebody 10 months ago. Wala ka tanong. Because the essence of the crime is possession and custody. Kagaya sabi ko mo, I manufacture in mga taas, Danao, Cebu, doon mo sa Danao yan. Oh, we were able to finish something like 10 politics. Where is it now? Napabili na lang. Right, kasi now if you ask me na, bakit hindi nyo kunan ng drug? But only if he gives his consent. Now, other smart elect would say, what is bawal is yung pilitin mo, itorture mo magsalita. But just the same, if the inmate would resist, ayaw talaga niya magpakuha, at iganon mo yung liig, sige, hawakan mo yung paa, kinunan mo ng dugo, it is still under duress, which would not stand in court. Kailangan pa ng baril, nakuha mo gano'n. Pag possession user, may mahuli ka na. If you insist user ka, o sige, kumuha ka ng kit doon, we will extract his urine. Urine yan, ayaw mag-ihi. Pulpugin mo ito para maglabas. That's duress. You get it under duress, though. Wala rin. Aside from the constitutional right, the right to silence, anything that is taken from you out of duress, from your body, mahirapan yan. Technical tayo sa Supreme Court. When I'm a fiscal, so that I should know. Kaya the best sa akin, kagaya nitong si Albuera, we know that he has been at it, and he is really the culprit of it all. Wala akong choice, sabihin ko, shoot on sight. Mabuti na lang nag-surrender siya. Yung anak niya, pag hindi naman surrender, patay na. That's the only weapon that I can use. Kasi nga yung possession. Kasi lahat ito dito, and I'll take you in. Do not publish it right now. Or then in the nung nagkainita naman, yung pagka-mayor ko, at alam nila talagang papatayin ko sila. Nagsi-alisan. I was told that in China, just this digital map, it can zoom in to the last porok in Sulu. Pag switch on nila, just the map of Mindanao. So may isumo sa Manila. Diyan, Pandakan. Kita mo yan? Diyan mo ipahulog. Tapos mag-zoom in ka doon sa Pasig. Doon niya kunin niya. Yung may tindahan dyan. Real time. Yan ang instruction ng drug lord. Hindi ko naman natin kilala kung sino. Ipapasa ng... Tapos yun. Oh, how can I... It's run by lieutenants na lang. Wala nang drug lord. Yung nangamatay dyan na walang pangalan ng mukha, in-check. In-check talaga yan. Ito yung naiwan dito. And do not, if you're Chinese, do not be offended because my lolo, ma'am, my lolo is a Chinese. Lam, galing talaga siya. My lola, my lola is in Maranao. So wala kayong problema sa akin. I mean, it's not really to ganon. Akala nila nga, mga matay dyan, that is part of the apparatus If I cannot destroy the apparatus, I will not be able to solve the seriousness. Noon makita nga ninyo, and I remember na I was being hit for extrajudicial killing. So yung namamatay, paprakahan ko na lang kayo, yung namamatay dyan na walang kakilalo nakiklaim. Nasa punerarya, lugi na sila kasi sige sila buhos ng porno rin, wala naman nakiklaim. Kaya yun yung, ang mahirap yan, ang masakit ganito. Yan, kinorecruit yan sa Fujian, doon sa lugar ng lolo ko. Yung taga-bukid yan. Pinadala yan sila dito, hindi sinasabi sa kanila na anong klase yung pagdating dito, masanayan na sila, bigyan, sige ikaw ang mag-distribute. Patirahin mo na sila ng isang buwan nila sa lugar. Yun yung mga lieutenants dito nung nandoon, dito pa sila. Makaawa Ako sa Davao may nahuli ako 5. Talaga, sabi nila, Kasi dito ba na nagsasalita niyan pukin eh. Hindi ba namin alam ano pala ang kasalanan? Wala talaga yung mga taga-bukid kaya dito makuha ka doon sa Mindanao na wala talaga alam na. Akala nila pag manufacture yan, legal yan. Oh. Doon rin ako nasasaktan. But you know, they are members of the apparatus. And I have to destroy this apparatus because kita mo no, Duterte extrajudicial. Akala ninyo 1 or 2 or 3 transactions. When I became president, inipit ko na lang. 500,000, 5,060 naman. And just imagine the magnitude of the contamination. These are the potential na walang pera na mag-hold up yan, mangawat, pakyat bahay, kung ano-ano nang gawin magkapera.
Yung mayor nga sir, yung 6, napatay kanina. Where?
Binatay na?
Oo, kasi nagmandaban sila eh.
Kanina, di ba? Ngayon ako nag-gising.
Sinis yung bahay, 50 armed supporters na hinuli. Eh, nagpaglaban, yung napatay?
Si yung sa abuelo na?
Oo.
Di ba nag-surrender man siya kahapon?
Oo. Tapos pumunta yung mga polis doon, nanlaban, napatay yung yung 50 other armed hinuli. At ang dami na huli high power fire.
Alam mo, ma'am, ako sa totoo, this is not a brief for the police. Totoo sigurong may salvaging dyan. Possible eh. Lalo ng talian sa likod. Palikukan mo. I mean, I would not go for that kind of shit. Kapag nagkagaruda yung tao, bakit mo patay? Hindi, kulong mo hanggang tulad sa kulungan ngayon, hindi na sila makahiga. Tindig na sila lahat matulog. That's enough. But you know, you can make it a general condemnation. Ako hindi ako nang ganon. Pero yung ako as experience niyo, pati ako, I mean, shoot out talaga. Pero ang cover ko 5 blocking blocks. Hindi talaga ako matamaan. Okay, pagtanong kayo sa mga tayo, 3 months on, bakbakan kami. Diyan sa highway. Talagang barilan kami. Kasi itong a constant user of shabu in 1 year's time. Sabi ng forensics, yung Amerikano nagsabi sa amin, because meth is also produced in Mexico, kasi mahirapan sila sa heroin. Ni-interdict na ang Amerikano, active na sa satellite. But truth to tell, itong mga sinabi nga ng Amerikano sa research nila, constant use of shabu will shrink the brain. Kaya yan sila paranoia. Totoo talaga yan may baril. Whether lalaban yan o hindi, may baril yan. Whether talagang maybe when the moment of truth, kung talagang bubunot ba yan ng baril. Pero ang order ko talaga sa police, do not wait for that. Pagka makita ninyo may baril bubunot na, do not wait for him to aim that gun to you because pag namatay ka, ayaw ko kasi makita mamatay ang police. And that is the rule in America. But that rule was changed radically. Noon, it was not enough na maganong nga. But with the advent of terrorism, anything that is hostile, parang magduda sila. Mere suspicion, basta magganon, pagsabi, put your hands up, lie down. Pag hindi ka sumunod, binabaril talaga. Kaya nakakaroon ng sa Amerika. Kaya yung police, pati black, basta ka. That was the product of a resolution of the meeting between the chiefs of police in America and the United States. It was agreed by them that kind of hostile act, kung the act just of yung bunot ka, ang kasi baka So, bagong development sa crime fighting yan. Huwag ka talagang, pag sinabi, taas mo kamay, huwag kang di ba sa Amerika, pag nahuli ka, ganun ka talaga sa nobela. You're not supposed to Talagang babarilin ka. Kapag sinabi mo, pag parking hinabol ka, ganun kagad mo kamay mo sa Manubela.
So, wala mo na itong sabihin na mayors.
Ay, yung mayor?
Wala ka naman sabihin.
Sino po kasama metro Manila?
Wala, ma'am.
Metro Manila, walang mayor.
Mostly sa dito sa Luzon, Region 4, marami rin mga Moro.
So, wala mo na sir.
Dito, nakakasabi ko nga, I'm still trying to, kasi itong protector, what do you mean protector? Kasi kung gusto ko active ito sa'yo, huwag yan, hayaan mo yan. Alam ko yan, sige palusutin yun. Pero magsabi ng huwag yan kasi bata ni Duterte yan, ay mahirap eh. Alam mo kung bakit, ma'am? Pagka-politiko kasi napahiran mo ng gano'ng issue, he is finished politically. So, hindi maganda yung... So, yung sabi protector, hindi ako kumpante. Tsaka the right to be heard. Kaya napunta na dito yung dalawa kanina. Resign na ito. Hindi na sabi ko, I'll review. Sabi ko, protector. Marami man kaming leader. Sabihin lang ng bata namin yan. Hindi namin sinabi na. So, minsan ang lifestyle. You'd notice, sabi wala. Kayong kung may moro dito, do not be offended. Lifestyle. Dilo, yung up-to-date talaga sila mga Rolex na talaga yacht master.
Sir, may tanong sa doon sa China. For FBO.
Absolutely none. I am sending President Ramos there just for a talkative dialogue. There is as yet, no hard proposals for negotiation. Just anything under the sun. Sabi nga ni, he supplied the answer si President Ramos. He said, I'll just go there for fishing, Mr. President. Sabi ko, go ahead, sir. So, wala muna because it does not yet time to be insistent. But pagdating na sa negotiating table, which is being avoided in our semantics now, then that is the time that I will say, I will present the arbitration award. We will not go out of this. Kasi nga, nandito tayo. Precisely, we are being, hindi naman compelled, but circumstances force us to be talking here because of this judgment. When the time comes, wala naman talagang pinag-usapan, iba. Why would you fishing the Chinese? For what reason? Except itong. So, we will not go out of the arbitral award. Marami siyang kaibigan, anything, but it would not be the political officers. I am sure he would also avoid that. Kasi, pagka-official na kasi, you might say something there that would be taken as your part of the already
So these are just
informal
informal talks?
talk.
So you're not saying that we are negotiating?
No, precisely that word is not. I've stressed that several times during our meeting.
Engaged in conversation.
Just sabi niya, I go there for the fishing, sabi ko, correct, Mr. President. Just to do that. I also took in, I commissioned Alunan. And I don't know what one other guy, very retired.
There was someone who suggested magpadala daw ng isang Filipino Chinese
Well, back channeling. Back channeling, a lot of them. Marami ako. Yung mga nandyan na. One of them is Chito Santa Romana. He has been there for the longest time.
Jordan,
Sabi ko, samahin mo lang because he knows, matagal siya nakatira doon. when he escaped the Marcos regime.
Sir, wala pa tayo ng ambassador sa Beijing. Sino ba napupusuan mo? Kasi that's the first thing na ano.
I told Yasa ito, dito mo kanina, but he's not ready. He has to talk to them. He said, he does not have the time because he's told him to go to pass by also the Middle East. Meron tayong crisis doon. And India has taken the steps to feed the... I sent Mamundyong sa TESDA and si Gabs Mamao, classmate, sabi ko, kasi pa muna dito, pag mag-utang lang kayo, babayaran ko. And for those who want to go home, kasi ang practice doon, ma'am, is kinukuha nila yung passport ng mga employee. Sabi ko, kaya you might want to pass by Riyadh one day. Just assure them that you'll be giving them the travel documents. Pas kinawala na yung passport, then I'd send a plane to charter plane to. Anybody that wants to go home can come.
Sir, you have not appointed anyone for the development of all?
Not yet. Marami kasi nila nagagawan, but eventually I think it has to be Teresa's store. Para isa na lang.
Isa na lang.
And besides, historically, alam mo na, wala na. Milking cow yan.
Dami ko.
Yes.
Sir, marami kayong priority bills from those. Hindi nyo sa Mr. May na-appoint na ba kayong presidential legislatively as office?
Marami sila nag-apply. I think Middle Diaz chosen one. Next meeting that was taken up during this meeting, next meeting, he would have the names.
Legislative agenda, sir, which is CONCON o COMCO?
Alam mo mga ganito, ako gusto ko kon-kon. Early on sabi ko kon-kon. Nung sinabi ni, tinanong ko si Jokong, sabi ko, Sir Ben, how much do you think I'd be spending? Billion. How much siguro? Kung matagalan niya, mga 30 billion. Commission? Subject to the, ayaw ko mag-isa. I will have it ratified by the Senate. Yung concurrence nila. Mahirap mahirap may magkalat yan. But it's just a matter of actually, and even the grammar ng 1935, about 75% was also reincorporated in the subsequent Victoria. And even the Marcos's time. Ang dito lang is to remove the 60-40. Maybe just place it in parity. Filipino, alien, Taub. Wala kasi we have to retain the ombudsman. We have to retain the matter, it should be strengthened. If there is anything that we can add to its teeth. Wala na masyadong tayong niyan. Kasi ganito yan eh. Mas itong bilateral, by camera. As a politician for the longest time, mas mabuti parliament man. Then you provide for a strong presidency. Just like France. Elected by. Siya na ang elect ng buong bayan. Wala na iba. The thing there about a pure parliament is what happened to Britain. Well, of course, it's the cabinet because it's a collective body. So when they decide, it has to be put on vote. Yung nangyari sa Britain when the first wave of terrorism came in, yung double deck, nagputungan. It had to take several hours for the cabinet to deliberate. Hindi pwede yung ganun eh. So, you might want to have a president that has a few powers, but real powers, the solution of parliament, calling for a new government. Itong foreign policy to declare war. With so many islands, 7,000 spread all over our country, mahirap po.
So, wala na yung CONCON, sir.
Gusto ko ma'am, pero ang problema is the enormity of the
So,
friends.
o EO na lang, sir. EO to create the constitutional commission.
Maybe.
Concom. You're open to concom.
Oh, yes. Pero kasi kung you do it with the representatives of the people, ay yung kon as o kon. Pero pag sinabi ng bundok na mag-abot ng 20-30 I need the money for some order and endeavor to do it. I would rather strengthen itong gobyerno, bali wala man sa tao. Yung, bigay ko ng sago negosyo, yung gano'n. Then I have to, but the highest, ang ano namin sa aming proposed budget for next year, ang pinakamalaki is education. I insisted on it. We have to educate our young. Then, sa health. Itong health, I will force the issue. Talagang, walang yung paro.
Sa mag-fit in federalism, sir?
Yung France.
Yun ang federalism.
Yung federalism, yung a strong president. Limitado lang ang power ni Hollande. Liboy pa yung buwang. Marami siya ako. Pero few provisions but powerful, intended to keep the integrity of the country intact. Pero yung day-to-day, bigyan na niya sa private. Alam mo, for all of his whatever, in the hindsight, pinaka-bright na dumaan dito. Sinira lang talaga ng ito. Sawa niya sa mga. Pero kung hinayaan mo, biyayang kagad, very successful. Masagan naman din sa buong tangko, no? It was a double. Nakikita mo talaga. Ganda mo.
Are you still on track sa federalism timetable mo, sir?
We will decide. I will call Soto and Soto. Sila Soto kasi si Alvarez, yung iba ka rin, sympathetic sabi ko, pag-isipan natin pa rin ito ako yung speaker pati yung Senate si Duterte. Tapos sabihin natin, let's give the Filipino an option. Kung were it not for the huge amount needed to go on with this papayag ako, but do you remember the con-con of yung paper post? Ilang taon na? Yung the debate holding, baski yung wala, then they will have the staff, the cars, allowances for every committee. Ubus yung pera. Di mabuti ba, wag na lang. If I'm to spend, sabihin mo, to trade wars, 50 billion, wag na. Then ibigay ko na lang yung BBL sa Bangsamoro at ibibigay ko na lang kay Maswari. I'm willing to part with Sulu and the rest of the island. Kanya na yan. Then they can have the natural resources and everything.
Buhay pa pala BBL, sir?
Alam mo, pag hindi mo binigay kay Murad yan, medyo magulo. Remember that Murad said that he will go to war if BBL is not given to him. And we were scared that because it was not given to him during the last Congress, by the time that it was, smart thing. And it is not good to humiliate lalo na mga Moro kasi mula ng muka. But we were able to masahin namin. Ako, I went to Palanso. There's no reason just to go to war just because of a failed. We will try to work out something.
Kaya pupunta sa Teresa doon sa Kuala Lumpur.
Gather na siguro. Nandoon na sila. Pati na sila. Ang ating Defense Secretary.
Ano doon sa Kuala Lumpur, sir? Ano? Minamasahin na.
Ewan ko, sabi ko, tingnan mo dyan. Sabi ko, hindi ako papayag ng tagilid na.
Sir, sige, ikaw may tanong.
Yes, sir.
On a lighter note, sir, what did you to give up for your number business stage? You still have a love life.
Really want me to answer it. I'm not answering.
You want it raw?
Huwag ka dito rin eh.
You want it raw, you want it light. Tell me.
Truth, sir.
You want
Truth, ma'am, is I'm 71 years old. Okay? And I won't need Viagra to make it. At least a semblance of a good, maybe no longer the 1 hour, 2 hours. Used to have it, but really, now it's a may timer ang gago, ina. So, hard enough, but you have to have this focus, libido talaga. Beautiful one. Pwede sheer beauty. Pero dito noong nasa Malacañan na ako, alam mo kung tanong kayo kung pwede ako maging pwede, sabihin ko sa dalawa. Wala kang nakuha. Except for maybe your patriotism. Maliit ang silver. Kabaog nga. Hindi ako noon. Tapos I have so many problems yung sa palang sisimbahan sa ospital. Anong ospital? MRI walang. Walang Barrett, infection. So I almost gave away 30 billion. So galing ako sa AAP Medical. Kaya kawawa mga kadala. Binigay ko lahat yung mga equipments nila. So these are the things but they're asking for more. Pagdating dito, you eat alone. Ayaw, maring magtabihan sila sa akin. Mahiya, may mga gagawin. Kasi upo ka dito, silang niyo. So pag uwi ko doon ako mag-isa. Or if there is a lady, ginawa ko. As usual, meron ako. Parang, ito ma'am, hindi ito yung bullet train ng Japan. This is the old train ng panahon ni Butch Cassidy and Sandra. Ito yung gano'n lang.
Sir, may nocturnal activities ka pa daw ah. Nagbabike around ka daw Metro Manila.
Minsan.
Kikita ka, maraming mga
Di ba, naka-helmet?
O naka-helmet. Ni-stop ka daw sa yung gate, tapos hindi ka pa napapasok kasi naka-helmet. And when you remove your helmet, finally na-recognize ka. Totoo ba yun, sir? Sa Pasig? Sa Pasig? Totoo ba?
Tuhanin na lang natin. Tapos yung chug-chug-chug. Pag maisip ko, ang problema mo, problema ng lahat, problema ng bayan, ito lang yung train na may reverse. Chug-chug-chug-chug-chug-chug.
Pabalik ka.
Mag-uwi doon sa terminal, chug-chug-chug. Tapos para, i-switch mo ulit. Chug. Chug-chug-chug. Sabihin ko na lang, iya, matulog ka na. Wala na akong libong.
May tanong ang sports natin, sports editor sa Rio.
Sa yung Filipino athletes sa namin Rio, kay Court. Meron ba kayong last minute message to
Sinabi ko lang na, but I did not promise them, but if with the grace of God, perchance manalo tayo, they would have the corresponding awards. Yan, incentives, gano'n. Pero ngayon, medyo kompleto naman. Si Butch Ramirez naman ang ano. Sabi ko, Butch, tingnan mo lang kung ano talaga. I cannot give you the maximum. Not the barest minimum, but something in the middle. Sabi ko, we can only provide so many disciplines kasi ayaw naman ng wala tayong talagang kapasidad. You know, just for fun, maybe if you here would like to sleep there, gamitin mo yung kwarto ni Marcos, ha? Kasi si Aimee, ewan ko to, abot ang tanong ano ito mga security guard. Saan piano ro, nagtutugtog. Mayroon ng puti. Yung nag-rocking chair.
Sir, nakapag-boto ka ba? Hindi na. May isa man lang ako.
Inaayos nila, pinaayos ko lang dahil sa mga officers, sabi ko, sige, may ito ninyo. Awa naman yung
Binawasan daw ni Noy ng 2 votes para palakihin yung bahay pangarap. Sabi ng FBR, ang umaangal sa FBR. Sabi na,
tsaka it's too big. Kasi parang may malaking function eh. Dapat yan, cottage lang. If I would want, cottage lang. Yung cottage na, huwag na yung, sayang yung space, hindi naman nagamit. Because if you really want to face your visitors dito eh. Sakay ka naman ng bars dyan. It's about 2 minutes, dito. I would not have spent that kind of money. Huwag mo lang sabihin kayo na naman. Kung gusto ko lang, cottage lang.
Sir, meron kayong decision, sir, sa airport? Are you taking up Mr. Apple that Sami project niya sa airport?
Ang plano po namin is yung general aviation. Yung general aviation, yung hangar, or hangar if you want to pronounce it that way, yung hangar na general aviation, yung mga aeroplano ng mga mayaman. Pag tinangganon mo yan, ang dead end yan, Merville. So I can build another, lipat na lang sila sa flat.
So anong timetable for the additional runways?
Tugadi is doing it. He might have the answer. I give given time. 2 months pa na. 6 months time, he would have the blueprint to present to me. Ililipat kong general aviation sa Sangli or make Sangli domestic lang. Lahat domestic yan, tapos ito international, itong naya.
Pero sir, ano yun, yung Sami na yung domestic, yun yung plano ni Mr. Ami. Kasi meron na yun siya, sinamit na proposal for
Sir mo na.
Or will you ask for other proposals or you bid out? Anong mode na gagawin niyo?
I'd like to talk to you frankly, itong practice ng Filipino na lowest bid. I'd like to talk to the Ombudsman one day soon, pati itong kuha. Ma'am, I am not a believer in lowest bid. It is the most corruption dyan, pinakamalaki. I would rather that I will go for the quality of the product I am buying. Kapag ka lowest bid, lowest quality yan. And dito sa Pilipinas, I hope it will not be repeated again during my time because I will not allow it. For example, 100 million. Noon, yung lumang eleksyon, umabot ng 30. Kaya nakaletset ang projects ng gobyerno. Yang 20 na yan, kung sino may-ari ng distrito nandoon yung highway na yon or public property, 20 doon yan sa congressman. Tapos may stupid regulation pa na pipirma ang mayor pati barangay captain sa buong place. So maghingi rin yan. So ang contractor, ilan na lang maiwan. So ilagay mo yan, usually is ang 100 million project mo is only actually ang product niya. Therefore, it's only good for about 50 or 60, 50. That's what. Or, kung madalingan if they can devise a Swiss challenge, or I will disregard yung lowest bid. Ayaw ko talaga tanggap ng lowest bid. Sabihin ko na lang sa inyo, and come up with a very, very detailed explanation why I hate lowest bid.
Pero sa may timetable rin kayo kung kailan yung gusto na kasi nagkakagulo pa rin tayo sa airport eh. Kailan ang timetable nyo yung
Meron ata si Art Tugadi is predilection niya is Clark kasi galing siya doon. But you have to have a train. Build a train for Clark and Pampanga lang, and Bibian. Kasi pag walang rail o walang special lane, talagang bagong daan, it could work hardships, not inconvenience. Ako dito lang siguro. So, every time sabi niya na is still working at it. Nag-assemble kasi siya ng tao na karamihan pinaalis na niya yung...
Mr. President, we would like to present you a framed copy of our front page. Yung issue ng SONA nyo, may we present that.
Oh, wow.
Yung SONA,
Thank you.